So let's talk about your period. Have you ever missed it? No, I don't mean miss it like how you miss your mom's home cooking. I mean like, has your period ever just disappeared? Well, let me tell you this. First off, you're not alone. And secondly, it can be a sign of something pretty serious, so we definitely need to talk about it. And because this is a fitness channel, I wouldn't be surprised if you've lost your period because you've been over-exercising or under-eating, which I've done a few times in my life. Back in high school, when I was on the tennis team, I pretty much wouldn't have my period for like 3 or 4 months during the season from August to November. Practice was about 3 to 4 hours a day. We ran a lot. It was super hot, so I sweated a lot. I knew nothing about nutrition and was eating whatever I wanted, like cafeteria burritos, pizza, Hot Pockets, chimichangas, whatever. I am pretty sure that I lost my period every season for 4 years in a row in high school. The next time I remember losing my period was during my bikini competition in 2012. I was working out around 4 hours a day and eating around 1,000 calories a day of egg whites, protein powder, chicken breasts, and lettuce, which by the way is not healthy. Don't do it. I was recommended to do that by my bodybuilding coach, but just don't do it, okay? I remember my blood was either dark or spotty or not there at all. It's pretty obvious why I lost my period both of those times. I over-exercised and I under-ate. I was taking dieting and working out way too far and I crossed the line, which is dangerous for my body. I wanna be clear that if you're watching this video right now and you think you've gone too far too, please, 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 keep watching, because by the end of this video, I will share with you how to get your period back with tips from my RD, Brianna, who helped me write the 90-day journey meal plan. Okay, so losing your period can happen for a bunch of different reasons. Pressure from the world to look a certain way, constant exposure to perfect bodies on Instagram and TikTok, and struggling to feel comfortable in your own skin. This is how an innocent diet can turn into an addiction. During my bikini competition, the effects of my diet were both mental and physical. Did working out 4 hours a day and eating 1,000 calories a day work? Yeah, I lost weight. I got toned. I thought I looked pretty good, but did I also feel like I was never enough? Yeah, I totally disrupted and destroyed my metabolism. My mood was the worst. I was so pessimistic and super cranky about literally everything. I felt like I couldn't concentrate. I was super constipated, and yeah, I lost my period. Now, at the time, I didn't really understand how dangerous this was. I mean, lots of female athletes lose their periods, right? I thought it was a sign that I was working really hard, but you guys, that's a sign of trouble. Your body is trying to tell you something and you have to listen. Losing your period is called amenorrhea, and it's a sign that you are seriously harming your body. It's something a lot of female athletes experience, especially young athletes. And now I'm thinking back to that time I was in high school losing my period every season during tennis. But I feel like the dangers of amenorrhea are kind of brushed off. Doctors may or may not warn you about it at your annual physical if you participate in sports, because mine never did. They never even asked. So I'm here to share with you what I know, because we have to talk about this, guys. No period means your body isn't ovulating. Why do you stop ovulating? Because your body literally doesn't have the energy to make it happen. It's a sign that you're not eating enough and your body is sparing energy to keep essential organs functioning. Your body is so desperate to conserve energy, it's shutting down some functions to keep your heart, your brain, and your lungs working, basically to keep you alive. And by the way, if your body is so desperate to conserve energy, that means it's probably pulling energy from your muscles too. So forget building new muscle while you spend so much time at the gym. Eventually, you're gonna feel weaker, you'll get tired more easily, and if you're in a sport, your performance could even decline. Because I write down what I eat the day before and how it affects my performance the next day, which includes my run times, I know that when I don't eat enough or even eat too much, it slows down my run time. What you eat matters just as much as how much you eat too. So while I was researching, I found out that amenorrhea is actually one pillar of something called the female athlete triad. This is defined as a combination of disordered eating, amenorrhea, and osteoporosis, which means bone loss. The terrible thing is that the disorder often goes unrecognized. The triad usually affects female athletes in sports that emphasize leanness, such as gymnastics and dance, which both promote a desired body shape or size. And I guess you can add fitness bikini competitions to that too. Guys, we have to talk about bone loss because this is serious permanent damage. When you have amenorrhea, your estrogen levels drastically drop, like to levels most women don't even experience until they hit menopause. This, by the way, can also lead to really low sex drive. When your estrogen drops, the risk for osteoporosis rises. And I don't think any of us want to suffer from osteoporosis, especially in your 20s, 30s, or 40s. Like, really think about not being able to lift, not because your muscles aren't strong enough, but because you literally have weak bones. Like, that's really scary. If you're not nourishing your body to keep up with your energy needs, it's gonna cut out from other non-essential functions like estrogen production. Other really scary risks that can come from losing your period long-term include infertility, loss of breast tissue, and even heart attacks later in life. This is really terrible stuff, guys. I know I always say push yourself, but like not like this, not over the edge. And for what? To be a bit skinnier so you can die sooner? Okay, that was the bad news, but let's talk about the good news. We can heal. We can recover, which means restoring the energy your body needs to pick back up where it left off. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to quit training or give up on your goals. You just need to give your body the fuel and rest it needs. If you do this, you'll most likely get your period back and protect your health in the long run. And you might even increase your performance in your workouts. Maybe you'll lift more, you'll run faster, or plank longer. How you heal begins with tackling your food. So I spoke with my registered dietitian, and this is what she said. Eat 3 meals per day, eat from all food groups, protein, carbs, and fat. Always refuel after your workouts. Allow your body to rest. Take at least 1 rest day per week and get enough sleep. I cannot stress that enough. On days with long workouts, eat 2 to 3 carb-rich snacks throughout the day or even during your workout. And finally, get enough calcium from foods. So, milk, yogurt, or cheese are good options, but if you're going dairy-free, then you could also look into kale, broccoli, or Chinese cabbage. Obviously, if you are experiencing loss of your period right now or are concerned that you might be at the risk of losing your period, the first thing you should do is see your doctor. This isn't something to mess with, guys. Like, seriously, even if you feel fine, losing your period is a sign that you're seriously harming your body. All right, you guys, so the next time we get our period, let's be grateful for it. Let's not complain about it because it means you are doing something right for your body, okay? So anyway, let me know in the comments below if you've ever experienced amenorrhea and what you did to recover from it. And if you are experiencing amenorrhea right now, seriously, you need to take some active steps to get your period back to be truly healthy. Don't worry about the weight loss. Don't worry about getting toned and looking a certain way. Get your period back first. That is going to be #1 for your health, okay? Love you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.